Good morning, everyone. Hello, this is Master Tatiana. So I decided, let me just do this video. It is very early in the morning. I usually am up this time because, for those that don't know, I am an intuitive and personal development life coach that utilize numbers to better support and guide you, right? So I do study numerology, and through my meditations and my diligent training, I have the ability to connect with people much deeper. So I tend to train with my clients very early in the morning, as early as 4, 5, 6 until we reach now 7. And actually I gained so much energy at that time. So I know yesterday I made a video on compatibility, and today I'm going to elaborate a little bit more in depth on compatibility, from the individual numbers and the connections that they all have together when they just accept their uniqueness, okay? Because every number is unique and every number has an importance in this time and space. And when we learn to embrace that, we will find ourselves connecting so well, synchronizing as beautiful as we need to be. No one likes a performance that's offbeat. Neither does our vibration, okay? We like to be on beat in the same momentum. So yesterday I spoke about the opposite attracts, okay? Which is very true, guys. And I think many of us pretty much know that much. Right? So how does this relate to the numbers, okay? So we have odd and we have the even numbers, right? And both these number vibrations come here with their uniqueness, with a particular vibration that is here to support the opposite, okay? The odd numbers may find themselves to be a little bit more flexible, okay? And the even numbers, they may find themselves to be a little bit rigid, right? So would rigid need more rigid? Not quite. Would flexible need more flexibility? Not right. They need a little bit of each other to make that pot of soup more flavorful, if that makes any sense, right? So this is the reason why we tend to attract the opposite, because we also in a way need what the opposition is here to offer, okay? So for example, with the 1 vibration, they have this natural ability to want to lead. It's not only about wanting to be the boss of things or entrepreneurship. If we go a little bit deeper in understanding these vibrations from a level beyond the physical, what we could feel in our bodies, right? We can discover much more about ourselves. So sometimes I hear videos where people are saying, oh, the 1 is all about leadership, it's all about being the boss, being the limelight, and that's not the case, to be honest with you. The 1s are here to also understand their ability to also receive support, yeah, and to delegate. The 1s are here to trust their ability to step forward, which is not often very easy for them. So this is when a 2 comes in, okay? A 2 comes in to be actually the one that could push the 1 to move forward, right? But is that easy? It's not necessarily easy for a 2 to support the 1 to go forward if the 1 already feels like they are not capable of moving forward or leading, okay? So the one tend to go through that conflict. And sometimes the 1 and 2, although they are shown to be really good for each other, sometimes that could be a conflict, because sometimes the 1 will feel like the 2 is very clingy and it doesn't allow the 1 to move. Or sometimes a 1 can meet a 2 vibration that is willing to do the work, organize everything in the back of the scene, right? And allow the 1 to just be the voice, be the image, okay? And so sometimes with that becomes so much of a conflict, they welcome the 3, okay? And the 3 really wants to be out there, and or sometimes the 3 really is very timid and very shy and doesn't feel like it can actually, you know, be out there. So the 1 and the 2 become the ones that overprotects the 3. And so then the 3 ends up having like respiratory issues. They start to feel very insecure, even though they know deep down inside they can do it, if that makes any sense, right? So sometimes you feel like 1, 2, and 3 will be a perfect match for each other, right? But it all depends on the frequency and vibrations that these vibrations are in. 1 and 2 and 3 is the 1 refusing to move forward, the 1 acting as a bully, is the 1 very aggressive, right? No one really wants to be around that. Or is the 2 being very clingy? Is the 2 needing or desiring to be recognized? But notice or observe one thing, that the 2 doesn't really care to be recognized by the world, just really cares to be recognized by those that it is helping. That's it, right? And then the 3 loosening up, smiling, having a little more fun, playing, being a more of a lighter energy that you truly are meant to be, right? So it's a ton of conflict that comes with all these things, but it's through the conflicts that we can emerge together and grow and be stronger, okay? So ultimately, the conflict is arising because we are not accepting each other. We're not accepting our unique codes, our vibrations, the traits and the power that we have, because we are just looking at the negative. Okay, what we're looking at is what we don't like from one another versus what we like from each other. If we can stay longer in that vibration of what we like from one another, we will harmonize better, and that compatibility will arise stronger. And this is the reason why most people go to marriage counseling or go for therapy, and they do this or read self-help books, because they are trying to learn themselves or love themselves or find a way to deal with themselves. But it's hard to deal with yourself when you had been judged solely for your mishaps, okay, for your errors, for your challenges. We've been judged so hard, and so we internalize that and convert that to truth, and then we have a hard time sharing this wisdom or sharing our greatest version to the world. So we just soak ourselves with all the things we don't care about. And this is all habits, okay? So learning how to see the beauty in everything is very difficult, but it's not impossible. This is why a level of mindfulness is necessary. And and notice that I'm saying mindfulness versus meditation, okay? Mindfulness makes you meditative, okay? Mindfulness makes you meditative. And the reason why I say it makes you meditative meditative. I hope I'm saying it right. If I'm not, excuse me, I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Because mindfulness allows you to observe yourself, and that's really what we need. We need a lot of mind yourself. Mind yourself. And we don't have much of that, right? We are here worrying about what other people are doing. If they're doing this right, are they going to mess up again? There goes the judgment. So that compatibility really has us like this. Yeah, guys. So really taking the time to see the potential in others actually will serve you more than seeing the opposition in others as being a threat to your space. Okay. Yeah, perfect example. You know, I do not care for picking trash, right, out on the street, right? Like picking like big bags of garbage that people throw out. I do collect things that shouldn't be on the earth, like trash. I put in the garbage, yes. But if something's leaking from a bag, I don't really care for that. I don't want to touch that, right? But I'm grateful for those that can. I'm grateful for those that are the ones that collect the garbage, okay? Another example, right? You may find yourself not having patience with children. We need to be grateful for those that do have patience with children, right? Because they get to do that job and we get to do what we need to do, right? Some people are really good with computers and some people are really good with writing on paper, right? It's just understanding that everything is needed. Everything is needed, okay? Doctors are needed. Hospitals are needed. Some people don't care for blood. You need to be grateful for those that could watch it, can act, and can do what they need to do immediately, right? So learning to embrace these things of us allowed us to make room for our compatibility to be higher with others, with other people. And that's what we want. We want to feel like I can connect with you. I like you. We are magnets and we truly connect with those that we are vibrating as. These are frequencies inside of us. So if there's parts of you that you do not like, you are going to attract that to you. What? Attract people that are going to put you down. They are going to tell you that you're not good enough, that you're ugly, that you're fat, that you need a lot of work on yourself. We're going to attract that type of energy because we don't like ourselves, right? But when you truly start to change that frequency and start loving yourself and start to attend to yourself beyond the physical elements that you put on yourself, which is beauty and makeup and clothes, then you truly start to pull the proper vibration that is in total alignment with what you deserve, okay? So let's start working on choosing what we want and being in alignment with it, okay? Versus choosing and then going the opposite direction, which we tend to do often. So with that being said, I hope that everyone increase their vibrations and rise up, for you can make yourself more compatible with the frequencies and energies you truly desire. Heart, mind, and body. Okay, so with that being said, everyone, I love you all. Have a beautiful rest of the day. And till next time, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment. If you have any questions, you guys know I do respond. Bye now.